Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by the Scenic Sports Network. Now, here's tonight's game.
With cheese, Fox Fleming.
Thank you there, Tap. We'll remind everybody, you're listening to Enterprise Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's on TC2 and the Scenic Sports Network's Friday Night Blitz. Welcoming Troy Cable tonight, carrying the game. Lots of sponsors that you'll hear from tonight, and appreciate all those as the Wildcats come to kick off. To the Volunteers. Volunteers will be returning from our left to our right, as Hunter Perry teased up on the far hash mark here at Wildcat Stadium. Womack and Lee back deep for the Volunteers. And we're ready for Friday Night Football. Hunter approaches the ball. Good high kick. And it'll go penalty flag on the Enterprise side. Looks like it may back us up, Coach.
Yeah, I think we had a guy offsides. Fox, I noticed we got on our blue helmets tonight. You know, Coach Darlington had, we came out with our white helmets the entire season that I remember. I don't remember wearing our blue ones. I don't know if these are new helmets or just the ones they practice in, but I kind of like this look, getting back to our blue helmets.
And the Wildcats will kick off once again to the Volunteers. Lee and Womack move up to the 12-yard line to await the kick, as the 9th game of the season gets underway here at Wildcat Stadium. Low kick, going to be caught at the 10-yard line, out across the 15 to 20, moves to the left side of the field, breaks it across the 30, and up near the 35 is Tavarius Womack, and Volunteers will start 1st and 10.
Yeah, the 5 yards backing up and the low kick enabled Jeff Davis to get a pretty good return out to the 35-yard line. Now we'll see how this Wildcat defense, if we pick up where we left off last week, attacking and controlling the line of scrimmage.
Ford, the quarterback for the Volunteers, shotgun formation, standing back at his 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Jeff Davis, handoff goes to number 4, pitches it back, gets pressure. He's going to get around the end, breaks one tackle up to the 35 and brought down by the Wildcats. Number 5 on the tackle for the Cats at the 37-yard line. Reginald Summage on the run.
Yeah, I don't know if they were trying to set up it was a reverse, and I don't know if he was going to look to throw. It didn't appear that he was looking downfield, but very good defense by the Cats. Didn't get outflanked and stayed at home and did their job.
Summage on the carry. 2nd down. Handoff goes to the back, hit quickly in the backfield by number 3 for the Wildcats. Great defensive play.
LZ Leonard, I tell you what, I think he was one of the players of the week, or at least honorable mention player of the week last week. And what a play he makes right there. He's just picking it up. I think he kind of took over that defensive leadership, and it showed on that play.
Big 3rd down defensive play for the Cats now, 3rd and about 12. And we've got movement on the Jeff Davis line, and flags fly as we await the penalty assessment here at Wildcat Stadium. And that's going to back them up 5.
Penalty goes against the Volunteers. 3rd down.
3rd and long for Jeff Davis. Need to get out to the 45, 41st down. Quarterback throws it to number 12, coming across the middle, breaks one tackle, but hit and stopped up near the 31, brings up 4th down.
Yeah, a little slip screen out to the wide side of the field, but the Cats would have none of that. Great pursuit. We were attacking the line of scrimmage. Well, I like what I saw in that first series by the Wildcat defense.
4th down as Leonard comes in to receive the punt for the Wildcats on the far side of the field. Jeff Davis Volunteers punting from their own 16-yard line as the punter gets ready for the snap. Webb takes it. Low kick. Going to be fielded by Josh McCray at the 30. Breaks one tackle, cuts it back up inside. 35 and 37, and finally brought down. And Coach took about 6 to bring him down, but the Wildcats start 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's a load. He made the first guy miss, but the pursuit was there, really hemmed him up. But we did get a little positive return out of it. Good field position for the Cat offense.
Once again, remind our viewers and listeners that you're listening to Friday Night Blitz on TC2 and the Scenic Sports Networks as the Wildcats start 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line near hash mark. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field in the I formation. Darlington up under center, and a penalty flag comes out on the Enterprise side of the field.
Penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, Jeff Davis must have been lined up in a neutral zone. I noticed we're in our base single wing line set, but Fox, as you said, we're in the I formation with twin wideouts to the wide side of the field.
1st and 5 for the Wildcats up near the 42-yard line. 9:37 to go in this first quarter. Citizens Bank scoreboard tied at 0-0. Darlington keeps it, cuts it back inside, down across the 45. Finally stopped up near the 49-yard line, but he's going to have a Wildcat first down.
I'm not so sure that was supposed to be a handoff to the fullback. I noticed we did a little G block. Everybody, the tackle and both tackles blocking down, and the guard kicking out the end. But Jackson Darlington, I don't know if he was supposed to run it or what, but anyway, he kept and followed the blocking and did pick up that first down.
Enterprise Ledger first down for the Wildcats, with just over 9 minutes to go in this first quarter. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Darlington up under center. Hands it off to the first man through, and he's going to be hit once, but doing a great second and third effort, and he's down to the 40-yard line as after being stopped at the line of scrimmage, Coach.
Yeah, that was
going to see that a lot tonight.
Yeah, that was Deontay Magwood. I'm telling you, that was that little fullback trap that we ran last week. And Fox, I thought they had him stopped for maybe a yard gain, but he kept pumping those legs. He's a load and got a little momentum up. And I tell you what, 10 yards later, we've got another first down.
Enterprise Ledger Wildcat first down at the 41-yard line of the Jeff Davis Volunteers. Ball in the center of the field. 8:32 to go in this first quarter. Darlington fakes it, rolls to the left side, pulls it down, throws it, and intended for Smith, but I believe he's going to be out of bounds down near the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you bootleg to the short side of the field, and he was under a little pressure, we've had trouble, seem like, with our play-action passes. Jackson Darlington rolling to his left. Jared Smith, he didn't really have room, to run his route, and the throw was way out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Cats at the 41. Couch goes wide to the far side of the field. Terrell Hudson to the near side. Handoff goes to Hayes off the right side. He's going to be stopped for about a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, that's just a lead play out of the I formation. Fullback leads through the gap. Tailback follows him. Didn't get much of a push there, but the offensive front, we were more of a spread, not a spread look, but just a T formation look with the split end and a flanker in the I formation.
It's a 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 for the Cats. Cats need to get down just outside the 31-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage now the 40-yard line of the Volunteers with 7:46 to go in this first quarter. Score tied at 0-0 here at Wildcat Stadium. Again, Darlington up under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Hayes, pitches it to Couch, tries to get around the left side, hit quickly and drop for a loss back at the 45. Good defensive play by the Volunteers.
Yes, it was. And, boy, that was one of those kind of plays. If Quentin Hayes had kept the ball, he might still be running. But, sometimes a defense that doesn't really pursue well, which I think happened on that particular play, they were not really susceptible to those reverses, and that happened with Jeff Davis right there. Good play.
4th down for the Cats. Hunter Perry comes in to punt from his own 40-yard line. Womack stands back at his 10-yard line to receive for the Volunteers. Great snap. Good high punt. Going to take a Wildcat bounce and bounce down inside the 10-yard line, and the Cats will down at about the 7 or 8. Volunteers start 1st and 10.
Well, right now it's a battle of field position, and the Cats are winning now. Hopefully the Cat defense will continue their stellar play and force a 3 and out down here. We should even have better field position on our second possession.
Yeah, the Volunteers coming on the field. 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line. Quarterback pitches to the back around the left side, out across the 10 and up near the 15. Good run by Donald Harris that time.
Yeah, we have trouble sometimes. Teams get on the edge rather easily, and that happened on that particular play. Just a little, almost like a quick pitch sweep, and they picked up enough yards for a 1st down.
First down for the Jeff Davis Volunteers. Up at the 17-yard line. Quarterback rolls to the left side, looks to the flats, has a man just across the 22-yard line, catches it, and is knocked out of bounds by the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's just a quick out. Quarterback sprinting to his left. I noticed our entire defense were standing up then. That usually indicates that they're coming after the quarterback. I think we were, and he wisely got rid of it. Good gain on 1st down for the Volunteers.
Second and a long 5 for Jeff Davis from the 22, far hash mark, moving left to right. Dual wideouts to each side of the field. Man in motion, shotgun formation. Quarterback hands it off to his back around the left side, and he's going to be across the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up 1 yard, brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, they sent a guy in motion across the field and hoping we would kind of lean that way or look for something going wide, and they went back to the short side of the field, but the Cat pursuit was there to make the play. Boy, this is a big, I think, 3rd down here early in the ball game.
3rd down for the Volunteers. Wildcat defense needing to make a stop here. 5:20 to go in this 1st quarter. Throws it out in the flats, complete to the receiver, and he's going to be out of bounds up near the 30-yard line, but he's going to have enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, that's just a timing route. He just went down enough. Of course, they didn't need a whole lot. Pick up the 1st down. The quarterback hit him right in his stride, and we didn't make the best tackle in the world, but we were close enough to the sideline to push him out of bounds.
First and 10. Handoff comes off the right side. Breaks 1 tackle, gets outside, but he's going to be stopped. Coach, I believe they're going to stop him right at the line or for a loss. Great defensive play by the Cats.
Yes, it was. We jammed it up right at the line of scrimmage. DJ Turner from his defensive end position bottled it up. He bounced it outside, and Robert Ellis, who had to contain, was there to make that play.
Quarterback takes it, rolls to the left side, gets pressure, breaks 1 tackle, cuts around the left side, 35, and out of bounds up near the 37. Penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, I thought we had him in the backfield, but he's a quick guy, and our big defensive end couldn't quite stay up with him. Let's see what the call is, Falk.
Gwynn.
Penalty goes against the Volunteers.
Yes, holding against the Volunteers. That'll back them up.
Second and 13 for the Volunteers, back at the 28-yard line now, far hash mark. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. 4:26 to go in this first quarter. Enterprise nothing, Jeff Davis nothing, and we've got a timeout on the field. And with timeout on the field, or we say timeout on the field, Coach.
No, it was
what they're doing.
It was a flag. I saw the umpire threw the flag. I don't know. That usually indicates the teams weren't even lined up. The center must have moved the ball some way. He's calling an illegal procedure against the Volunteers. That'll back them up 5 more yards.
And it's going to make the line of scrimmage about the 23-yard line for the Vols. 4:26 to go in this first quarter. Ford stands back at the 17-yard line. Looks downfield. Gets pressure, throws it, gets hit. Intercepted by McCray at the 45-yard line and returns it down to the 43, and the Wildcats start 1st and 10.
Yeah, somebody put pressure on the quarterback, and as you said, Fox, and hit the football or hit his arm. The ball was up for grabs. I thought for a second Josh and Jalen Webster were going to run together, but Josh McCray came down with it, and one of their guys was right there to make that tackle, but would be Wildcat football.
And we've got a penalty flag. I was at the 41-yard line, Coach. And it looks like it's going to be a sideline warning. Or it doesn't look like a warning, does it, Coach?
Yeah, I think they threw the flag.
I think we came on the field probably on that, and they got us. First and 10 for Enterprise from their own 41-yard line. Darlington takes it, fakes it, hands it to Hayes. And I believe it hit the ground, Coach. Almost intercepted. Cat's going to catch a break.
Yeah, I hope it did hit the ground. I don't know exactly who Quinn was trying to hit, but, if he'd have put some air under it and thrown it as far as he could down the center of the field, we might have had a chance. But the closest guy there was the safety for Jeff Davis, and I'm glad the throw was too low.
Brings up 2nd down for the Cats. Count Smith wide to the far side of the field. Shotgun formation. Darlington stands back at the 36, rolls to the right side, pitches to Hayes up the middle. He's going to pick up a couple and bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, we try to set up a little Utah pass, shuffle pass underneath, and one of their defensive linemen got a little penetration and was able to make that play.
Big 3rd down play for the Wildcat offense. Enterprise needs to get down to the 49 for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage is their own 43. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Pass complete to Smith. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, we tried to set up the screen under Jared Smith. It looked to me like we didn't really, on the screen, you want to bump those guys just for a split second. Don't just turn them loose. And I think we turned them loose a little too quick because as soon as that pass was thrown, they turned around and they were right there to make that play.
Hunter Perry standing back at his 30-yard line. High snap, but he pulls it down. A good high punt by Perry. And it's going to hit and take Enterprise bounce and be down to about the 13-yard line.
Not quite as good as last time, but that's pretty efficient down there inside the 15. And we were able to force a turnover on Jeff Davis this last series. Hopefully we can play a better defense and bottle them up right here and force a punt and get that ball where we can take it in here for a touchdown.
Once again, remind our viewers and listeners, you're listening to Friday Night Blitz on TC2 and the Scenic Sports Networks. First and 10 for the Volunteers. From the 12, quarterback takes it, hands it off to his back. He stopped quickly at the 10. A good defensive play by the Cats.
Yeah, they're having tough going up the middle. The interior of the Cat defense doing a great job. They're sending the guy in motion, hoping our linebackers will take a step that way, but we're having none of that. I would look for them probably to hand it to that guy one time to be sure that, to make us honest on that outside.
Second and 12 for the Volunteers. Ford looks, gets hit quickly, has a man open, complete to number 14, and he's going to take it all the way. Womack on the reception, and a great play by the quarterback to stay in there and take the lick.
It was. What a great throw. That was a corner route, and it was a great route. He had us by a couple of steps, and the quarterback put it right in the perfect spot. He didn't even have to break stride once he made the catch. He turned on the speed. Wasn't much of a contest then. Big play for Jeff Davis.
And Jeff Davis comes in to kick the point after. Cardenas, the kicker for the Volunteers. Ford holding. Hold is down. The kick is up. The kick is good, and with 1:45 to go in this first quarter, Jeff Davis Volunteers lead 7-0 over the Enterprise Wildcats. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 and Scenic Sports Networks. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum as Cardenas gets ready to kick off for the Volunteers. Good high kick. Going to be fielded by Leonard at the 2, out across the 5, tries to take it outside, and he's going to be stopped back about the 6-yard line. They've got the Wildcats backed up deep.
Yeah, as is the case with most of those teams in Montgomery, they have tremendous speed, and that was certainly evident in that coverage. They had two guys right down inside the 10-yard line. You think we could at least cross the 10, but they would have none of that. And boy, what a turnaround we've had. We had them backed up, and I was thinking we could force a 3-and-out and get good field position. And now not only are we backed up inside our 10, we're down 7 points.
Wildcats first and 10 from the 6, 1:37 to go in this first quarter. Citizens Bank scoreboard, Jeff Davis 7, Enterprise nothing. Hayes has it, goes across the 10 up near the 15, and it's going to bring up second and short, but a good hard run that time by Quentin Hayes for the Wildcats.
Yeah, we were back to our single wing look and just power running off the right side. A great surge by our offensive line. They kind of caught fire in that second half last week, and it was evident on that play. They did their job.
Brings up first and 11 for the Cats from the 4-yard line. Darlington takes it, bounces it off the left side, cuts it back across the 5, 10, and up near the 16-yard line. And it's going to bring up second and short.
Yeah, that was a good run by Jackson Darlington. He kind of went to his right, and then he saw a little crease to his left, and he bounced over there and then back to the right, and about a 10-yard gain. Good running by Jackson Darlington.
Second and a short one for the Cats up near the 16, 15-yard line. Just over 50 seconds to go in this first quarter, trailing by 7 here at Wildcat Stadium. Darlington hands it off to number 22, And he's going to be up to midfield, Coach. Great run by the Cats.
Yeah, boy, that's one of our bread and butter plays, that little wingback reverse with Mikael Johnson. You can tell he's looking a little even more healthy tonight. He's one of our guys that can match their speed with his speed, because he's got that extra gear that, that's a kind of a God-given talent.
Ball at the near hash mark. Enterprise Ledger first down at the 49-yard line. Darlington in the backfield. Snap goes to McCray, and he's going to be down inside the 46 to about the 45. Brings up second down.
Yeah, that was just student body right, if you will, out of our single wing look. Josh McCray, good blocking and good, he's that big back, good power back. And I'm telling you what, when you can knock them back and pick up about 6 yards on first down, that's a good start.
And as the first quarter comes to a close here at Wildcat Stadium, Jeff Davis Volunteers 7, Enterprise Wildcats 0. You're listening to Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 and the Scenic Sports Networks. Fox Fleming, Rex Bynum. Second down for the Cats. Hands it off to McCray, and he's going to be down inside the 40-yard line.
Again, just our inside power series, nothing fancy. And it appears to me right now that our offensive line's kind of having their way with the defensive fronts from the Volunteers. And, as an old coach, when you have that going for you, you just keep working it. You make them start that running game. If they can't do it, you just keep pounding them.
First and 10 for the Cats. Enterprise Ledger Wildcat first down at the Jeff Davis Volunteer 40-yard line, near hash mark, moving left to right. 11:24 to go in this first quarter. Hayes takes the snap, looks for somebody to throw to, and runs out of bounds, and we've got a penalty flag on the far side of the field.
Yeah, we tried to set up that little pass with Quinn Hayes again, and I'm going to go back to my last sentence there before that play. When you're controlling that line of scrimmage, keep pounding them.
And, Coach, we got a penalty flag on the 42 on the far side of the field as the officials discuss, and we see what's happening. They keep looking back at our group, though. That's not a good sign, is it?
No, it's not.
Fox?
Yes, sir.
Mother just called, and she said that she would like you to announce her son's name. He wears number 78 for Jeff Davis. If you could, she's tuned in.
And that penalty is going to go against the Wildcats. And after the step off, it's going to be a personal foul. Looks like it's going to back us up to the 40-yard line. And looks like, Coach, it's going to be about 1st and 30.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened on that particular play, but it wasn't very good, obviously.
First down for the Cats. Just over 11 minutes to go. Snap goes to Darlington, hands it off to Johnson, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
We'll try to run a little wingback reverse that time, but Jeff Davis' defense, they were fooled that first time, but we didn't fool them on that particular play. We didn't block them very well either.
Second down for the Cats from the 40-yard line. Darlington fakes it, drops back to pass, gets pressure, breaks it across the 40, up near the 45, and run out of bounds on the Enterprise side of the field. But it's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, we're having trouble with our throwing game right now. They're covering us, and we're not fooling them at all. And it seemed like we did better last week when we just got in the spread look and just let them, kind of told them we were going to throw. We seemed to have a little bit better success. We did hit one play action pass last week on about a 60-yard gain. which was a big play, but kind of struggling right now with our passing game.
Third down for the Cats from the 46-yard line, and they need to get down to the 30-yard line of the Volunteers. Wide out steep side. Darlington throws it over the middle to Hayes, hit quickly and dropped at the 45-yard line, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, we tried to fool them again with the, setting up a flanker screen, but there was no fooling them. Quentin Hayes had to pay the price. Cats had it going, but the ill-fated pass attempt and penalty, and we're having to punt instead of being down in red zone territory trying for a field goal.
Womack back deep for the Volunteers, standing inside his 20-yard line. Hunter Perry stands back at his 31 as we await the snap. Good snap. Short kick. Going to take a bounce. Womack picks it up at the 15. And he's tackled quickly up near the 19, and the Volunteers start first and 10.
Yeah, we were jolly on the spot. He thought he could maybe make a big play, but the Cats cover unit did a good job. Fox, another penalty flag down here. It's almost like the opening game of the season.
Once again, like to remind our viewers, touchdowns are sponsored by Premier Dodge Jeep Ram of Troy. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Also the Red Zone, sponsored by Watson Glass, Bill Jackson Ford, and Chevy. McDonald's, the broadcast sponsor, as long as the Enterprise Ledger with first downs. And of course, Troy Cable for carrying tonight's game and a pick of the week each week. And the Wildcats will punt again as Hunter stands back at his 30-yard line. Another good snap. Good high punt this time. Going to be fielded by Womack at the 21-yard line, and Jeff Davis starts first and 10. We've got another penalty flag at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, the previous punt there were offsetting penalties, so they had to replay the down. And let's see what this call is.
Looks like it's going to be holding against the Volunteers. And the Jeff Davis Volunteers starting first and 10 from the 10-yard line. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Quarterback in shotgun formation. Ford stands back at the 3, fakes it, rolls to the right side, looks downfield, gets pressure, and throws it out of bounds. Good defensive play by the Cats and great coverage.
Yeah, we had good coverage. I was just a little, it wasn't clear. It was kind of a flood pass. I had a guy deep, one middle, and one short. Quarterback sprinting to his right. Again, LZ Leonard from his linebacker position putting tremendous pressure on the quarterback. He basically just threw that one away.
Second down for the Volunteers from their own 10-yard line. 9:16 to go in this first half. Citizens Bank scoreboard, Jeff Davis Volunteers 7, Enterprise nothing. And another penalty, Coach. And that's going to back them up to about the 5. First and 15. Quarterback stands back in the end zone. Hands it off to 33 around the right side. Breaks one tackle, but brought down up near the 7. Picks up about 2.
Yeah, we missed him on our first attempt, but the pursuit was there to make the play. Try to keep him bottled up inside that 10-yard line, force a punt, and hopefully get some good field position.
And with a timeout on the field, your score, Jeff Davis Volunteers 7, Enterprise Wildcats nothing. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 and Scenic Sports Networks. Second down for the Volunteers from their own 7-yard line. Quarterback fakes it, gets pressure, rolls to the left side. He gets outside, and finally a great shoestring tackle that time by number 5 for the Wildcats up near the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that was Justin Winters, our outside linebacker, chased him down. He might have had enough room to get the first down. I'm not sure, but we had good coverage down the field. Our containment kind of broke down a little bit, but Justin Winters there saved a big play.
Third down for the Volunteers from their 8-yard line. And we've got a penalty on the play, and I can't find it unless there's a timeout. Coach, did you see it?
Yeah, I believe they called timeout with about 1 second to go on the play clock.
Big third down for the Wildcat defense. Quarterback takes it, hands it to 33, hit quickly at the 1-yard line, and I believe they're going to reel him down about the 1, Coach, and brings up 4th down, and going to be a big punt from deep in the end zone. Just over 7 minutes to go in the first half. Late substitution and a penalty flag comes in against the Volunteers, which would only be half the distance and should back it up to about the 1-yard line. Marcus Webb doing the punting for the Volunteers from the back of the end zone. Clock stopped with 6:58 to go in its first half. Good snap. Gets the punt off. Going to be picked up by Leonard at the 33, inside the 30, and down to the 21. And the Wildcats, Coach, start 1st and 10 about the 21-22-yard line.
Great job by the Wildcat defense there, shutting them down, and big play inside the 5-yard line, forced a poor punt. Great job, LZ Leonard, fielding that punt. And the Cats, we're almost in the red zone here on this series. We haven't even run a play yet.
Johnson and Magwood coming to the backfield. Magwood takes it, 15, 10. And all the way inside the 5-yard line, still going, and down to the 2.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was just a quickie or the trap. Big Larry Magwood running that football. Well, he's a load, and again, the offensive line having their way with the defensive front for the Volunteers, and I think we need to keep pounding them.
Wildcats in the red zone. 1st and goal. The red zone sponsored by Watson Glass of Enterprise, Bill Jackson Ford, and Chevy. Handoff goes to Magwood again. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, he just walked in the end zone. What a great job by the offensive line. Off the left side, big surge, and big Larry Magwood just basically walked into the end zone. All that set up by the good defense by the Cats, forcing that short punt, short field, touchdown.
And the Wildcats getting ready to go for the extra point. Darlington holding for Hunter Perry kicking. Good snap. Hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is through, and a penalty flag comes on the field.
Fox, it looked like personal foul against the Volunteers. That should be assessed on the kickoff, I would think. Let's see what the call is.
Once again, your touchdown sponsored by Premier Dodge, Jeep Ram of Troy. Nobody beats the Premier deal. Once again, Magwood on the carry for the Wildcats. Extra point by Perry is good. Or correction, we hadn't put it on the board yet. Wildcats 7, Jeff Davis 7, and we'll wait for the kickoff. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Fox swimming along with Coach Rex Bynum, Rick Howard, Rick Adams, Lance Sharper. Onside kick attempted and recovered quickly by the Volunteers as it didn't get a good bounce. 33 on the recovery, and they start 1st and 10 at the 37.
Yeah, we didn't get a good bounce. Wasn't real good kick, but I like the try for that. There's no really need to kick it. We need to kick it a little bit further than what we did, but I like the call.
First and 10 for the Volunteers. From their own 36-yard line, 6:06 to go in this first half. Enterprise 7, Jeff Davis 7. Scoreboard brought to you by Citizens Bank of Enterprise. Shotgun formation. Ford stands back at the 30, takes it, looks downfield, throws it long for number 12, has him open and caught inside the Wildcat 30-yard line.
Fox, I tell you what, what can you say? We basically controlled this game other than for 2 plays, 2 long passes, 1 for the touchdown, and that big gainer right there. And all the quarterback's doing is just taking the ball, dropping back, and throwing it up for grabs, and the guys just outrunning us and making a play.
First and 10, Jeff Davis Volunteers at the Wildcat 28-yard line. 5:49 to go in his first half. Tied at 7. Hands it to 33. Fumble on the play, and it's recovered by Jeff Davis at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, there was a hole there that just to give, and fortunately for the Cats, bobbled the ball. And, where I think we probably need to keep pounding and running the football, I'm sure Jeff Davis is just running it for an off speed because they're going to come back to this receiver over here, number 12.
Second down, quarterback throws to the right side, and it's complete. And I think the Wildcats thought he hit the ground. They just kind of laid off, Coach, but finally stop him at the 25.
Yeah, you can't stop till you hear that whistle. If you don't hear the whistle, you got to keep playing. And the pursuit was there to make the play before he was able to pick up the first down. Can't assume anything in this thing. You got to play it to the whistle.
Third down for Jeff Davis at the Wildcat 25. Far hash mark moving right to left, trips out to the far side. Forward looks long, throws to his number 12, and incomplete. Broken up by the Wildcats.
Yeah, we were in pretty good coverage position. The pass, fortunately, was a little underthrown. If it had been thrown a little further, we might have had an issue with that. But fortunately, it was a little bit underthrown. We were there to make that play.
And brings up 4th down for the Volunteers. And the Volunteers will go for it. 4th and about 7 from the 25. Ford takes it, looks to the right side, throws it long and incomplete. No flags on the play, and the Wildcats take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, we sent the house, which is a good defensive call. The quarterback basically just threw it up for grabs, and the Volunteers had no chance. And they did hit the big play to get them down, knocking on the door, but the Wildcat defense responded.
Johnson and Hayes in the backfield for the Wildcats from the 25, far hash mark. Johnson's going to have it out across the 30, 35, and up here the 37. Great run by MJ that time.
Yes, it was. That was that little wingback reverse or trap, whatever they call it. I'm not sure. And again, I had a good look at the opening. It was great blocking, and MJ popped it in there and got into the secondary.
And with injury on the field, we'll take a timeout. Your score here at Wildcat Stadium: Enterprise 7, Jeff Davis 7. You're listening to Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Swimming along with Coach Rex Bynum. Just over 4 minutes to go in this first half. McCray on the carry out across the 40, 45, and up to midfield. And he's going to pick up a Wildcat Enterprise Letcher first down.
Yeah, that was just our power series out of the single wing. Josh McCray, big back, and I tell you, the entire group doing a great job of blocking. We just backing them up.
First and 10 for the Cats at midfield. 3:48 to go. Darlington's going to take it, follows the block off the left side, and he's going to be down to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, not quite as many yards on that play. It appeared from where I am right here that there might have been a little more of a crease off to the left side. I'm going to look at the replay. It's kind of hard to tell from that view. But anyway, we did get about 3 yards.
Second and 7 for the Cats at the 47 of the Jeff Davis Volunteers. McCray takes it around the right side, cuts it inside. He's down the 40, 35, and finally brought down about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, that was our outside series out of the single wing. And, boy, you know, if you were going to a coaching clinic, that would be a highlight film to show you how to execute and how to block that play. Great job by the Wildcat offensive line.
Another Enterprise Wildcat. Enterprise Letcher first down at the 33-yard line of the Jeff Davis Volunteers with 2:56 to go in its first half. Citizens Bank scoreboard tied 7-7 here at Wildcat Stadium. Darlington follows Killingsworth off the left side, and he's going to be across the 30 and down near the 28. Bring up second and about 4.
Yeah, it's obvious that the Wildcat offensive line controlling this line of scrimmage. I tell you, it starts with our center, Zach Martin. He's doing a great job snapping the football. Fernando Diaz, and as you said, Cole Killingsworth, Hudson Warren, Jaden Brooks, they're all doing a tremendous job up front.
Wildcats to the line. Snap goes to McCray, and he's going to be down inside the 25.
That may be enough for the first down. Let me see. I don't know. Now, Ricky says it's going to be just a little bit short. Looks like it will be. I think they've, Fox, as you said, Cole Killingsworth to move. He's got 55. I think he's the hammer now. We probably have Michael Cox in on that offensive line.
Third and about 1 for the Cats from the 24-yard line. Just over a minute to go in his first half. Snap goes to Darlington. He's going to be down inside the 23, and Coach, I believe he's going to have first down and more as we get a mark about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, we didn't need a whole lot. We got just enough of a push to get the first down yardage.
And with that first down, brought to you by the Enterprise Ledger of Enterprise, we'll take a break. Timeout on the field. You're listening to Wildcat Football brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum, spotter Lance Yarborough, Rick Howard, and Ricky Adams. Wildcats first and 10 from the 22. Darlington hands it off to Magwood, breaks a tackle inside the 5. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Yeah, we went back to that I formation, and I had a good look. That was that old G block off the left side. We blocked down, and our guard kicked that on that end, and Larry Magwood, he got off right off tackle. I tell you what, he's a load, and he just barreled his way into the end zone.
Coach, we're watching him in practice earlier in the week when they adjusted and made him move to that position, and it was tough on the defensive backs. Wildcats coming to attempt the point after. Just over a minute to go in this first half. Darlington will be holding. Snaps there, and a penalty flag on the play. Once again, the Wildcat touchdown. Brought to you by Premier Dodge Jeep Ram of Troy. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Magwood on the carry from about 22 yards out as we get ready to attempt the point after. Moving on the line once again. And the Cats will re-kick one more time.
Yeah, I think we're going to be down about the 1 foot line. Coach may consider going for 2 right here. Yes, I think we're sending in some subs. I like this call.
Zach Martin going in for the Wildcats at this time. Touchdown, extra point, 2-point conversion by the Wildcats. I believe it was Quentin Hayes, Coach.
I believe it was. I tell you what, I like Coach Darlington. He'll take his chances when we feel like the odds are in his favor. I think they were on that particular play, and the Cats able to put 2 points on the board.
And with your score, Enterprise 15, Jeff Davis 7. You're listening to Enterprise Wildcat Football brought to you by McDonald's on the CT2. Yeah, that's easy for me to say. TC2 and the Scenic Sports Networks. And welcome back to Wildcat Stadium as Enterprise Wildcats get ready to kick off following the 22-yard run by Magwood. Extra point going for 2 by Hayes was good. Wildcats lead 15-7 here at Wildcat Stadium as Hunter Perry gets ready to kick off. Good high kick. Going to be fielded at the 7-yard line by Jeff Davis, out across the 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and finally knocked out of bounds at the, looks like they're going to rule him out about the 43-yard line, and Jeff Davis starts first and 10, Coach, in Wildcat territory.
Yeah, that was one of those kind of kicks. It was just deep enough and high enough to set up a good return. And when we were on our sideline, we had a good look at the crease. It opened wide up, and he just took off down that sideline. Hunter Perry saved a touchdown. Big plays have kept Jeff Davis in this ball game.
First and 10 for the Volunteers at the Wildcat 43. 109 to go in this first half, and I don't know what we got. I thought we might have a timeout. Don't see a flag.
It's like a couple of their players going out. It must be some kind of equipment issue.
Rex, I think those two majors gotten hungry at the same time, big old boys as they are.
Looks like they were going to have their jerseys in, Coach, or pull down. 1st and 10, Volunteers, wide outs to each side. Ford rolls to the right side, throws it downfield. Has a man open, broken up by the Cats at the last minute.
Yeah, I believe that was Romaine McFarland from his safety position. He had a good angle on it and almost came up with a big interception. Nice play by Romaine McFarland.
George Smash, incomplete, intended for Womack. No, he's going on the play.
And the penalty is going to go against the Volunteers, backing it up to their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was that blindside block that was called on us earlier in the game.
1st down again. And we've got movement on the left side by the Cats, going to go against the Cats for 5 yards. Once again, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors tonight. Touchdowns by Premier Dodge Jeep Ram of Troy. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Also, Watson Glass, Bill Jackson Ford, and Chevy in the Red Zone sponsorship. Ford looks downfield, throws to the left, complete to number 12, breaks a tackle, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Jeff Davis.
Yeah, we had a little breakdown in the coverage. I mean, he was wide open on an underneath route. The quarterback hit him in stride, and then we missed the tackle, and that was when he was able to get to the sideline and turn on his speed to take it into the end zone.
Yeah, with 48 seconds to go in his first half, Jeff Davis scores on a long pass play as they come in to kick the extra point. Cardenas kicking for the Volunteers. We await the snap. Snap is there. Pulls down a high kick. It's up and good. And it's 15-14 with 48 seconds to go in this first half. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on TC2 and the Scenic Sports Networks. Foxville McLaughlin with Coach Rex Bynum. Spotter Lance Yarber. Ricky Adams as he gets ready for the Coldwell Banker Prestige Homes and Real Estate halftime show. As Cardenas gets ready to kick off to the Wildcats. Good kick goes to the near side of the field. And in and out of the hands of the Wildcat receiver. And the Wildcats start first down at their 7-yard line.
Yeah, that was right on the sideline. We'd have, it's one of those kind of things you want to make a play, but we'd have been a lot better off if they'd have gone out of bounds. We'd have had up here to 35. But Fox, again, it seemed like we were kind of controlling the football game, and Jeff Davis hits a couple of big plays, and they're right back in it. That's kind of disheartening for your team when you think you've outplayed them, and they're able with their athletes to make those big plays to keep them close in the score.
First and 10 for the Cats. 48 seconds to go in this first half. Darlington hands it off to Magwood, goes around the left side, out across the 10, and up here to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, that give to Larry Magwood, G blocking off the left side. And I don't know if they have an answer for that play. That was probably the best job they've done. Kept us about 5 yards, but that's been a very good offensive play for the Cats tonight.
Clock continues to run, 13 seconds. Should be the last play of the first half. Darlington takes it, fakes it, looks downfield. Rolls to the right side. Throws it and almost intercepted, and the clock stopped with 2 seconds.
Yeah, we need to be careful right here. You know, they're good enough defensively. If you make a mistake, they can pick that thing off and take it back into the end zone. We certainly don't want that to happen, you know, just with a few seconds to go before halftime.
3rd down for the Cats and a timeout on the field. Timeout on the field. We'll take a break. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Fox Swimming Rex Bynum. Darlington takes a knee, and as the first half comes to a close, the Enterprise Wildcats lead 15-14 over the Jeff Davis Volunteers. We'll come back in 3 minutes and recap the first half with Ricky Adams and the Coldwell Banker Prestige Homes and Real Estate Show. Once again, thanking all of our fine sponsors, the Enterprise Ledger for the first down, Citizens Bank, the scoreboard. The Red Zone sponsored by Watson Glass, Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, and also Touchdown sponsored by Premier Dodge Jeep Ram of Troy, where nobody beats the Premier deal. And thanking all of you for tuning in to Friday Night Blitz on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Thank you, Rick. And Jeff Davis getting ready to kick off to the Wildcats as we start this second half. And we got a penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, kicked it out of bounds, and the Cats will put it in play at their own 35-yard line, and we'll see what Coach Darlington decides to do here to start the second half offensively.
Wildcats 1st and 10. McCray's going to take it up the middle across the 40 and up near the 45 before he's brought down.
Yeah, they're having trouble. We were in our single wing look. They're having trouble with that power series and the sweep series when Josh McCray runs the football. And boy, what a good sign that is. The first play here, we were able to get a first down.
Enterprise Ledger Wildcat first down at the 46-yard line. Handoff goes to Johnson, and he's going to be up to the 48.
We had that little wingback reverse. I think the safety came in there and tripped him up. McHale looked like he was trying to get up ahead of steam, but the safety was able to trip him up.
Second down for the Wildcats. Fumble on the play recovered by McCray back at the 42.
Yeah, that's one thing we didn't need. I don't know if I was looking at the replay. I couldn't tell if it was a bad snap or if he just tried to run. I think he tried to run before he really handled the football, which is a no-no. And now the Cats have tough road to hoe right here with 3rd and long.
Third down for the Cats. Darlington looks left, throws it complete to his receiver. He's going to pick up about 2, but that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what we were trying to do. I guess we're trying to set up a screen, but one of our receivers just went by a guy, didn't even try to block him. Not a very good. I don't like the play call, and I certainly didn't like the execution.
And Lee goes back deep for the Volunteers. High snap, pulled down by Hunter. Good high punt that time. Fair caught by Lee up at the 22. And the Wildcats dodge a bullet, Coach, if a flag didn't come out.
Yeah, I think we bumped into the return guy. They could have, I guess since he handled it, they didn't call the penalty, but they could have got us for interference.
First down for Jeff Davis. Cornerback, Ford rolls to the left side, throws it out in the flats. Caught by number 12 up near the 26-yard line.
Yeah, we had pretty good coverage. I think that's Romaine McFarland in the coverage. That was just a little stop route, and we were right on top of him. That was really a pretty good throw and a catch to get 4 yards for Jeff Davis.
Second down for Jeff Davis at the 26-yard line. Play clock down to 7. Trailing 14-15 here at Wildcat Stadium. Throws it long and incomplete. Intended once again for the big receiver, Summage.
Yeah, I think he kind of deked us a little bit there. They acted like he was kind of hurt, and then the next play he runs that go route and kind of ran right by. So, and unfortunately, the throw was just a run too long. I thought he was going to come down with it anyway.
Third down for the Volunteers as substitutions are made. And we've got a timeout on the field. With a timeout on the field, Enterprise Wildcats leading 15-14 over your Jeff Davis Volunteers. You're listening to Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Fox Swimming, along with Coach Rex Bynum. Third down for the Volunteers, thrown to number 12, incomplete.
Yeah, we sent the house. The quarterback tried to get rid of it on the slant, but Romaine McFarland was there. The throw was too high, and he went up high to help ensure that the catch was not made.
And spotter says we've got a penalty flag on the play, but I hadn't found it yet. But I believe it's about the 49-yard line. Sideline warning. Jeff Davis back to punt. Webb punting for the Jeff Davis Volunteers from his own 12-yard line. Good snap. Gets a low punt off. And going to take a Jeff Davis bounce, with the Wildcats starting good field position at the 46-yard line.
Good job for the defense for the Wildcats. Forced that punt. Now we have great field position. Hopefully we won't shoot ourselves in the foot on this particular drive. We had one going last time, but mishandling the snap backed us up and forced a punting situation.
Magwood and Hayes in the backfield for the Wildcats. Darlington up under center, wide outs each side of the field. 8:22 to go. Handoff goes to Magwood up the middle, across midfield, and down to the 46-yard line. Good hard run by Deontay Magwood.
Yeah, we decided to go to the right this time instead of the left. And almost the same results. Picked up about 8 yards. And again, a good surge off the offensive line. Let's say we got our chop block.
Yeah, the Wildcats penalized for a chop block. 8:14 to go in the third quarter. Citizens Bank scoreboard. Enterprise Wildcats 15. Jeff Davis Volunteers 14. Wildcats first down from their own 31-yard line. Darlington up under center. Drops back, looks downfield, throws it to Couch, complete at the 46, 40, and finally down at the 33-yard line of the Volunteers. A great fake and throw to Couch as he cut across the middle, and the Wildcats have a first down.
Yeah, that was one of the few times we've had a play-action pass that we had time to look down the field. Jackson Darlington looked the defense over and was able to hit K.J. Couch coming across the field. Big game for the Cats.
Enterprise Ledger, first down at the 31-yard line of the Jeff Davis Volunteers. 7:36 to go in the third quarter. Enterprise up 15-14. Darling keeps it, goes back up the middle, back to the line of scrimmage, maybe picks up one, brings up second down.
Yeah, I think we're trying to set up an option look to the right side, and it appeared to me the pitch was there. Jackson must have thought he didn't have it or didn't have control of the ball for whatever reason. He decided to keep it and only picked up that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 for the Cats at the 30, just outside the red zone of the Jeff Davis Volunteers. Wideouts go to the far side of the field. Magwood in the backfield. Hands it off to Magwood. He's inside the 30 and down to the 26.
It looked like we almost had a bad handoff, but we were able to get the ball to him, and that was off the right side again. It seemed like we do better kind of going back to the left, but we were able to hang on to the football. Brings up a third down and looks like about 6, Fox. And again, if we don't get it on this play, Coach Darlington may decide to give it a go on 4th down.
Boyd goes in the backfield for the Wildcats. McCray lines up to the left side of Darlington. Snap goes to McCray, follows Darlington up the middle, and he's down inside the 25.
Yeah, I think they were looking for that power series off the right side. Jeff Davis kind of bottled that up. And let's see what Coach decides to do on this 4th down.
And with timeout on the field, Enterprise Wildcats leading 15-14 over the Jeff Davis Volunteers. 4th and 3. You're listening to Enterprise Wildcat football brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Stadium, Fox Homing along with Coach Rex Bynum. 4th and 3 for the Cats at the 24-yard line of the Volunteers. Snap goes to Josh McCray. Good second effort as he cuts it back to the left side. He's going to be down near the 20-yard line, and Coach put it on the spot. I believe he's going to have a Wildcat first down.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Let's see, the referee, he is stopping the clock. I don't know if he's, I think we're going to get a measurement. It looked to me like they spotted it about a foot or maybe 2 feet short of what he got. I thought he got almost to the 20-yard line, and this is going to be very close.
It looked to me like Rex, his hand that had the ball in it sort of reached about the 19-yard line down there, but what do we know?
All right, y'all check the replay for us over there.
I just don't believe they're going to need to measure this.
Yeah, he got close to the 20-yard line from looking at this replay. And it will be enough for a first down. I think that Josh did make a good cut, Fox, as you said. It looked like he was kind of going off the right side, and that little crease was off to the left, and he made that cut. I think that was just enough to pick up the first down.
Wildcat Enterprise Ledger first down at the 21-yard line of the Jeff Davis Volunteers. 5:33 to go in this third quarter. Enterprise up 15-14, brought to you by Citizens Bank. Go wide out to the far side of the field. Magwood lines up behind Darlington. Fakes it, looks to Magwood, has Smith open. Touchdown, Wildcats! Darlington's pass complete to Jared Smith.
Yeah, I didn't know if Jackson was going to get it to him quick enough or not. Yeah, let's see. Is it another penalty? Yeah, I think we do have another flag. It's going to be holding against the Cats. It'll bring it back. What great execution, though. We faked it in Jeff Davis sold. They sold on the run play and had a little bootleg. Jared Smith came wide open, and it looked like that ball hung in the air forever. But all for naught, as the holding penalty will bring it back.
Yeah, that backs it up to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 34-yard line. Once again, getting close to the red zone. Brought to you by Watson Glass, Bill Jackson Ford, and Chevy of Troy. Smith and Couch go wide to the far side of the field. Hayes in the slot. McCray lines up to the right side of Darlington, takes his snap, looks, throws it complete to McCray. 30. Breaks it back inside and down to the 25 and stretches out, and looks like they're going to rule him out, and we've got a flag coming in late.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 of them was thrown. It looked like might have been a little extracurricular activity going on down. That was the best screen pass we've run tonight. We were able to get out in front. The defender for Jeff Davis really made a good play. He fought off the blocker and was able to force Josh McCray out of bounds.
I think these flags that they're using tonight have a 24-hour life expectancy, Rex. That's why they're trying to get the most out of them they can.
Go ahead, Fox.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it just seems, we've had so many penalties tonight. It just takes away from the flow of the game. And again, I'm not saying that they're not penalties and they shouldn't be called, but it just, when about every other play or every third play is a penalty, it's just it's not fun to watch, not fun to play, and it's certainly not fun to broadcast.
And looks like they're coming back the Enterprise way, Coach.
Yeah, we had one of those backside blocks again, or blindside blocks, whatever they're calling it, and then a personal foul.
And with a referee timeout on the field to figure out where to put the first down marker, first and about 13. From the 25, 5:04 to go in the third quarter here at Wildcat Stadium. Darlington drops the ball, picks it up, looks downfield, throws it, counts, touchdown Wildcats!
Man, what a play. I don't know what happened to the secondary of Jeff Davis, but as you said, Fox, Jackson Darlington dropped the football. I thought, oh no, what's going to happen here? All of a sudden he raised up. KJ Couch broke open back in the end zone, and the defenders were in front of him, and he hit him perfect stride for a touchdown. Big play for the Cats, touchdown.
Down, the kick is up, the kick is good. Once again, touchdown sponsored by Premier Dodge, Jeep Ram of Troy. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Extra point good, Wildcats up 22-14 over the Jeff Davis Volunteers. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. And back at Wildcat Stadium, Fox Fleming, along Coach Rex Bynum, Ricky Adams, spotter Lance Yarber. Enterprise scoring on a pass play to KJ Couch. Extra point good, up 22-14. With 4:56 to go in this third quarter as Hunter gets ready to kick off to the Volunteers. Return men for the Volunteers standing back at the 12-yard line. It's going to be a short kick fielded at the 9. Takes it across the 10, 15, 20. Tries to break a tackle. Great open field tackle by the Wildcats that time. And I believe, Coach, that was number 31 for the Wildcats, Aaron Owens.
Yeah, that was a great play. It appeared to me that the return guy for Jeff Davis didn't follow his blockers. They were kind of looked like they were setting up to come up the left side. He cut it back, and all I saw was Wildcats, which was a good thing. And Aaron Owens was there to make that play.
First and 10 for Jeff Davis. Following with the return, ball will be spotted about the 18-yard line. Ford, the quarterback, hands it off number 33 up the middle, out across the 20 and up here at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, they caught us a little flat-footed. We couldn't get it adjusted to the formation they were in, and they snapped it as we were still kind of moving a little bit. We got to recognize their formation and get in position a little bit quicker.
Peterson carrying the ball for the Volunteers that time. Quarterback rolls to the right side, throws out in the flats, complete to number 14. Tackled by number 4 for the Wildcats over on the far side of the field, but he should have a Jeff Davis first down about the 31-yard line.
Yeah, again, it looked to me like we're just kind of looking around, not knowing where to go, and they're running a play. We've got to get in position a little bit quicker, and because that's 2 plays in a row, they've caught us kind of flat-footed.
Line of scrimmage becomes a 31-yard line for the Volunteers. 4:14 to go in this third quarter. Handoff goes to number 33 off the right side, breaks it out to the left, gets outside across 35, 40, and finally tackled by the Wildcats up near the 44-yard line. Again, another good open field tackle by the Cats.
Yeah, Robert Ellis saved a touchdown, I believe. We had it jammed up in the middle, and I guess our outside containment kind of squeezed down inside, and he was blocked. And the running back bounced it outside. Nobody was there. And thank goodness Robert Ellis was able to make that play.
First and 10 for the Vols at their own 44-yard line. Dual wide outs to the far side of the field. Hands it off to number 33. He breaks a tackle and then finally is brought down again by the Cats at the 44. And another good tackle by the Wildcats.
Yes, it was. And somebody leveled the quarterback. That was kind of a zone read. And who had the quarterback, I didn't see the number. I mean, he put a good lick on him. I think he's probably still feeling that as the play's coming in.
Second and 9 for Jeff Davis. Line of scrimmage becomes a 45-yard line as the Vols move right to left here at Wildcat Stadium. 3:10 to go in the third quarter, trailing 14-22. Throws it long, incomplete, intended for his big receiver on the far side of the field. Brings up third down.
Yeah, I think he threw it, had to get rid of it a little quick because we had pressure on him. One of our linebackers went, and he threw it maybe a grunt early before it, and the receiver really wasn't open. Had pretty good coverage down there, and but a good job by the Cat defense.
Third down, line of scrimmage at 45. They need to get down to the Wildcat 46. Ford stands back his own 44 in shotgun formation, and a penalty flag, or excuse me, timeout call by the Wildcats.
Fox, we must have been out of position because the play clock was winding down. I thought they were going to be using too much time, and I don't know, he snapped the ball. I don't know if I didn't see a flag come out, but then all of a sudden we're the ones calling the timeout.
Head with a timeout, your score 22-14. Wildcats leading Jeff Davis Volunteers. We'll take a short break. You're listening to Enterprise Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Fox Swimming Live coach Rex Bynum. Vols with the ball, 3rd and 9. Quarterback looks left, throws across the middle, complete to number 12, and he falls down at the Wildcat 44-yard line, but it picks up a Jeff Davis first down.
Yeah, they had a little crossing route in man coverage, and they had the stun on, and the outside guy broke in, and he came wide open, and they hit him for the first down.
1st and 10 for the Vols at the Wildcat 44-yard line. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Once again, Citizens Bank scoreboard, Wildcats 22, Jeff Davis 14. Ford keeps it, and he goes down. He may pick up a yard, Coach.
Yeah, they tried to run a speed option to the right side of the field, and I think we had pretty well defended. He made a nice little cut, but somebody tripped him up for just, as you said, a 1-yard gain.
The wideouts to the far side of the field. Ford back at the 49, throws to the right side, has a man open out in the flats, hit quickly but brought down inside the 40 down to the Wildcat 36.
Yeah, that was a little clear out. The wide receiver went deep, and the number 2 inside receiver did an outcut. Quarterback, I tell you what, he's not a real big kid, but he throws and he runs it pretty good too.
3rd down for the Vols. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to be inside the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and finally brought down at the 3-yard line, but a good run by the little quarterback for the Vols that time.
Yeah, we needed that defender that we had earlier when he didn't have the football. Needed to make that play, but nobody took him. We all went in on the dive guy, and one of our defenders, I saw him, he followed the running back, and I guarantee you, I don't know for sure, but I almost bet his job was to stop the quarterback, and he didn't do it.
And another quarterback coming in. I think we have an equipment failure following the run for the Vols. Marcus Webb moving to the quarterback position for the Vols. Up under center. Drops, fumble on the play. He picks it back up and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that happens a lot of times when you bring in a new quarterback, standing over on the sideline, and you get to handle the snap, which is a good thing. I was kind of hoping he'd misplay a little bit and the Cats might come out with it, but that was not the case. But we did survive that first down play.
Yeah, the Red Zone sponsored by Watson Glass of Enterprise, Bill Jackson Ford, and Chevy up in Troy. 2nd and goal. For the Volunteers, 1 at quarterback, shotgun formation, and I believe time ran out. And that's going to back them up. or maybe they called a timeout. I see someone coming on the field. Coach, don't know what the call is. It is too much time against the Volunteers.
Yeah, I thought for a second they were just trying to draw us offside, and they were going to call timeout, but obviously that was not the case. And Jeff Davis kind of helping us out right down here on this particular red zone trip.
Second down for the Vols. Man in motion. Bad snap picked up by number 1. Throws it and intercepted by the Wildcats. I believe it was McCray on the far side of the field. And the Wildcats take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Boy, what a great play by Josh McCray. The bad snap set it all up. Quarterback trying to make a play when he really didn't have one. And Jeff Davis, I tell you what, that was a poor series, but give credit to the Cats. Big turnover.
And the Wildcat offensive unit coming back on the field. Coach, they better hurry. 10 seconds on the play clock. McCray takes the snap, goes to the right side, cuts it back up the middle, hit quickly and stopped up around the 13-yard line.
Yeah, that was just our power series. Probably hoping to break something, but unable to do so. Did get a couple yards as third quarter ends, Fox.
And as the third quarter comes to a close here at Wildcat Stadium, Enterprise leading 22-14. You're listening to Enterprise Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Fleming, Coach Rex Bynum, Ricky Adams, Rick Howard, and Lance Yarber. You're listening to Enterprise Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Part of Friday Night Blitz, brought to you by Troy Cable and the TC2 Network. 2nd and 8 for the Cats. McCray hands it off to Johnson. He's going to be stopped for a loss, but a penalty flag up at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, the umpire threw it. That usually indicates holding. We'll see the call. Yeah, they jammed up our wingback reverse that time. I still think we need to fake that one time. Just let Jackson Darlington, who is trying to hand off, just keep it around that right side. That'll at least keep that outside defensive end or linebacker honest on that play.
Holding goes against Enterprise.
Brings up 2nd down at the 6-yard line for the Cats. .11:47 to go in this ball game. Fakes to Johnson. And McCray is going to be out to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, we got a little bit out of that little fake on that wingback reverse. Got it off the goal line.
Josh McCray on the carry.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down. Boy, the Cats need to convert if right down here, especially when we're backed up like we are. Big play right here for the Cat offense.
Big 3rd down for the Cats. They need to get out to the 22-yard line for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage becomes a 15-yard line near hash mark as they move right to left. 11:38 to go in the ball game. Enterprise up 22-14. Magwood with the ball, and he's going to be up to the 25. still going and finally tackled up to the 32. Coach, that's a replay you guys are going to want to watch, as they thought they had him down and he kept going.
Yeah, I think that was I think they slipped Larry Deontay into as the hammer, and that little quick snap to him, and what a load he is.
First down brought to you by the Enterprise Ledger. Line of scrimmage now, the 32-yard line. Darlington takes it, follows his blocks off the left side, out across the 25, 30, and finally brought up near the 36-yard line.
Yeah, what a great push by our offensive line. Again, as I said earlier, as long as we're getting that kind of surge, we need to just keep pounding them here, let this clock run, and eat up the time, and then hopefully we can march it down the field and put another touchdown on the board.
2nd and 6 for the Cats. Darlington follows his block off the left side, out across the 40, spins it back inside. He's up across the 45, fumbles on the play, and looks like Jeff Davis is going to recover.
Yeah, good job of running by Jackson Darlington. I think the try for second and third effort cost him there as the ball popped out. Critical mistake, and Jeff Davis Volunteers were jolly on the spot to pounce on that football.
First and 10 for the Volunteers at the Wildcat 43-yard line, and a equipment timeout as number 91 is going to be going off the field. Substitutions being made for Jeff Davis. 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 43-yard line. Ford takes it, looks downfield, throws it, has number 12 open in his hands, 15, 10, and finally brought down inside the Wildcat 10. And Jeff Davis is knocking on the door once again.
Yeah, we haven't had an answer for that number 12. We've stopped him a time or two, but when they need a big play, the quarterback just lays it up for him, and he's right there to make it. That was a little crossing route. I think we got kind of tied up with their receivers, and big play for the Volunteers.
Red Zone sponsored by Watson Glass of Enterprise, Bill Jackson Ford, and Chevy. 1st and goal for the Volunteers. Quarterback fakes it, gets hit, fumble on the play. And we'll wait to see who's got it, Coach.
I couldn't tell. We sent the house again, and the quarterback kind of bobbled it. Wish we could have knocked it out and taken a Wildcat bounce. We could have picked it up on the run. That was not the case. Let's see. I think they are signaling that it is still Jeff Davis football.
Second and goal from the 15-yard line for the Volunteers. 9:34 to go in this ball game. Wildcats up 22-14. Scoreboard brought to you by Citizens Bank of Enterprise. Chase Ford, the quarterback for the Volunteers. Shotgun formation, throws, intercepted by the Wildcats. 15, 20, and finally taken out of bounds. Just shy of the 27-yard line, and the Cats come up with a big turnover, and we've got a penalty flag at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, I believe that was Romaine McFarland, if I got my numbers right. Let's see what the flag is on the interception. I think he baited the quarterback. He laid off, and I could see it from here that it was almost like he was daring him to throw out there to number 12, and when he looked at him, he broke on the football. Let's see what the flag is.
Penalty goes against the Wildcats, but after the play, and they still keep the ball.
Is that backside or blindside block? I mean, we haven't had that call. I don't remember any all year now. We've had 3 on us tonight, I think, and 1 on them. We do retain possession of the football.
Starts first and 10 at the 6-yard line.
Once again, thanking Troy Cable with TC2 on his scenic production, also providing the games tonight. Friday Night Blitz on those networks as Enterprise starts first and 10 from their own 6-yard line. McCray takes it, comes off the left side, follows Darlington and Killingsworth. He's going to be out across the 10 and up here to the 15. Good run that time for the Wildcats. It'll bring up second and short.
Yes, it was. That was a good call down on the goal line. We'd been running the power series. We went wide on our sweep series. Good job. We had our blockers out there, and Josh McCray did a good job of running.
Clock continues to run with 8:42 to go in this ball game. Line of scrimmage to 15. Snap goes to Darlington, breaks it off the right side, goes back down, and he's going to be down about the 19-yard line, but it's going to be enough for a Wildcat first down.
Yeah, we didn't need much. There was a little crease. I know Jackson couldn't see it. We got a good view, but the cut back to his left, there was a big hole there, but he did get enough yards for the first down.
And with the injury time out on the field, Enterprise leading 22-14, 8:23 to go in this ball game. You're listening to Enterprise Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Enterprise leading 22-14 over the Jeff Davis Volunteers, first and 10 from their own 18-yard line. 8:23 to go in this ball game. Snap goes to Darlington, hands it off to Johnson, and he's going to be stopped shy of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Jeff Davis doing a good job balling up Mikael Johnson on the little reverse play, little inside trap, reverse, whatever coach calls it. I'm not sure exactly what he calls it, but just a short gain.
Second and 9 for the Cats. Handoff goes to McCray. Follows his blocks off the right side, and he's going to be up to the 24, 25-yard line. Brings up third down.
Yeah, good surge off that right side.
Josh McCray under Kentland for the Wildcats, struck by Muhammad.
Big play right here, this third down and about 4.
Cats need to get up to the 28-yard line for a first down. Bad snap picked up by McCray. Cuts it around the left side. Jumps a player and finally knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, in high school you can't jump them, Fox.
And the penalty comes out at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that's a no-no in high school football. College and pros you can, but not in high school. Boy, we shot ourselves in the foot again. That bad snap just negated that play.
Rex, ain't we about to run out of feet to shoot ourselves in?
I think we are.
Run out of material for flags.
Well, they can get them some at the Midnight Madness sale that's due to start here any minute.
I'm not sure what we're waiting on. I guess they're trying to decide if they want to take the. Okay, they just declined the penalty and took the play, which would make it fourth down.
And brings up the 4th and about 6 for the Wildcats as Hunter Perry comes into punt. Looks like he's going to be standing back about his 8-yard line. Rance Lee back deep for Jeff Davis Volunteers as we await the snap. High snap again, pulls it down. A short kick off the side of his foot and goes out of bounds. Freight is going to be inside the 45-yard line. Looks like Jeff Davis will start in great field position at the Wildcat 45-yard line.
Yeah, that was very unusual for Hunter Perry to not hit the ball very solid. And wasn't under a lot of pressure. We had our blockers there. You know, that just happens sometimes. Cat defense, we've got to be up to the task now to keep these Volunteers from getting down in that red zone.
First and 10 for the Volunteers. Trips out to the far side of the field. Ford, the quarterback, stands back at his 50, hands it off to 33. Hit quickly and dropped by LZ. Back at the 46.
Yeah, another big play by LZ Leonard. He knifed through a gap as they handed off to the running back and tripped him up for a yard loss.
Second and 11 for Jeff Davis. 6:16 to go in this ball game. Quarterback looks left, throws long, has number 4 open, and overshoots him inside the 20. But Coach, he was wide open.
Yeah, that's the second time they've run that play, that little corner route. That's kind of an old Florida play back when Steve Spurrier was coaching. Very effective. He was open, and the throw was just a little bit too long.
Brings up 3rd and 11. Just over 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Jeff Davis needs to get down to the Wildcat 35-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 46. Trips come to the near side of the field. Looks left, has a man open, and complete inside the Wildcat 30-yard line, and he's got a first down.
Yeah, that was a little wheel route off the left side. I tell you what, when that quarterback's got time, and he's very accurate with his throws, and he put that one right on the money. Big play for the Volunteers.
Yeah, with timeout on the field, Enterprise leading 22-14 over the Volunteers. You're listening to Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. First and 10 for the Volunteers. 5:59 to go in the ball game. Hands it off to 33 up the middle. Cuts to the left side. Spins. Breaks a tackle around the left side. He's going to be down to the Wildcat 15-yard line.
Yeah, we had him around the ankles, and he kept spinning and jerking and pulling and was able to break free. And by the time the pursuit got to him, I think he's close to first down yardage.
Yeah, but timeout on the field. Enterprise leading 22-14 here at Wildcat Stadium. 5:50 to go. You're listening to Enterprise Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's on TC2 Scenic Sports Networks.
I think I saw on the replay, look, he tried to kick one of our guys or something across the way, and the official was there to make that call.
Quarterback looks, gets pressure, rolls to the right side. LZ comes and takes him out of bounds, and he's going to be out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, we had good coverage down the field. LZ Leonard, his linebacker position, making another play.
Penalty flag on the play.
And another penalty flag on to play. Once again, as they discuss the penalty. Listening to Friday Night Blitz, brought to you by TC2 and Scenic Sports Networks. Once again, our touchdown sponsored by Premier Dodge Jeep Ram of Troy. Nobody beats a Premier deal. And also the Red Zone sponsors Watson Glass of Enterprise, Bill Jackson, Ford, and Chevy in Troy. Second down for the Jeff Davis Volunteers at the Wildcat 39-yard line. 5:42 to go in the ball game, trailing 14-22. And another penalty flag at the 42-yard line.
Penalty flag at the 42-yard line.
And after the penalty, backs it up to the 44-yard line. Brings up third down for the Volunteers. They need to get down to the Wildcat 15 for a first down. Hands it off, flips it back. Wide open, throws it to the right side, and broken up at the last minute by the Wildcats. Ellis getting his hands up at the last minute.
Yeah, a little double reverse flea flicker pass. And
Broken up by Robert Ellis.
we were right there to make that play.
Penalty goes against the Wildcats. Third down.
And the penalty goes against the Wildcats. Brings up third down again from the Wildcat 39-yard line. 5:28 to go in the ball game. Once again, Jeff Davis needs to get down to the 15 for a first down. Quarterback looks left, throws long. Intercepted by the Wildcats by number 17, Jalen Webster.
Yeah, I think that was just a hope and a prayer on third down. They just threw it up, and Jalen Webster made a great interception. I hate he fell down right at the 1-yard line, but we do have possession of the football.
And the Wildcats come and start first and 10 from their own 1-yard line. 5:20 to go in the ball game, leading 22-14 over the Volunteers. Darlington fakes it, and Magwood's going to take it and pick up about a yard.
Yeah, that was the hammer play, and I believe Jeff Davis was kind of looking for that when they saw number 10 there at the hammer position.
Cole Killingsworth comes back in the game for the Wildcats. McCray in the back foot, takes the ball, goes off the left side, follows a block out across the 5 and up here to the 10, finally down about the 11-yard line, and he's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, I think if Josh had stayed a little wider, Cole Killingsworth was kind of leading the play, and Josh cut it back up underneath. He needed to pick up first down yardage, but I believe he'd have got a lot more if he'd have just stayed with Cole Killingsworth, because he's a pretty good blocker down the field.
Clock continues to run with 4:23, 12 on the play clock. Wildcats first and 10 from the 12. McCray lines up to the right side of Darlington. Darlington takes it, follows McCray. And Killingsworth off the right side, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards.
Yeah, we're just trying to maintain possession, 3 and 4 yards clip, maybe clip, get a 6, 7, 8 yard run, keep the clock running, finish out this football game.
McCray off the left side, and he's going to be taken up out of bounds at the 19.
That was a good play. The only bad thing, he should have, when he saw he was going to get close to the sideline, may go out of bounds, he should just fell down right at the 19-yard line. Stay in bounds, keep that clock running. He went out of bounds, that stops that clock.
Brings up 3rd and 1 for the Cats. 3:26 to go in this ball game. Once again, Citizens Bank scoreboard. Wildcats leading 22-14 over the Jeff Davis Volunteers. Cats got to get out to the 22. Snap goes off the right side, and he's going to be stopped shy of the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up a foot, and it's going to bring up 4th and about 1.
Yeah, we didn't get much in. They really clogged it up. They were, I guess, looking for that off tackle play, our inside series, and well, what a big play in this football game right there. That would have been a big first down.
26 Taylor on the Stockford Volunteers. Way back to for the Volunteers. Hunting for the Wildcats.
Hunter Perry stands back at his 6-yard line as substitutions are made, and I believe we're going to have a Wildcat they had a timeout, and I believe we got a timeout on the field. We thought it might be the penalty, coach, but timeout Wildcats. And with timeout on the field, Enterprise leading 22-14. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Back at Wildcat Stadium, 4th and 1 for the Cats from their own 20-yard line. Hunter Perry in to punt, standing back at his 6-yard line with 2:36 to go in this ball game. Wildcats and they're going to let the clock run down. And a penalty flag comes out for, well, we got a penalty flag, but on the near side of the field. And Hunter Perry will now punt from the goal line. And 4th down as the Wildcats get ready to punt. Hunter standing back at his 1-yard line as we await the snap. Good snap. Gets a good punt off. Going to be fielded by number 4 back at the 35, and evidently he called for a fair catch, and Jeff Davis will start 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Boy, Hunter Perry made up for that bad kick last time. Well, what a booming kick, and not only was it long, the return guy did signal, I guess, for the fair catch, and was not able to run. So great job by Hunter Perry.
Once again, thanking all of our sponsors. The Red Zone sponsor, Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy. Also Watson Glass, Citizens Bank for the scoreboard, Enterprise Ledger for first downs, and a touchdown sponsored by Premier Dodge Jeep Ram of Troy. Nobody beats a Premier deal. 1st and 10. Ford looks left, throws, broken up by Turner on the far side. Great defensive play by the Wildcats.
Yeah, we had some pressure on LZ Leonard, putting pressure on the quarterback, and he almost threw it to our big defensive end. I would have loved to have seen him catch that ball and be off to the races. That would have been a sight to behold.
2nd and 10. 2:21. Ford rolls left, looks downfield, throws, has a man open, and complete for a first down up near midfield.
Yeah, that was a great throw by the quarterback, sprinting to his left, out cut by the receiver. That's a good combination. We were in pretty good position, but the throw was as such. The receiver went down, made the catch for the first down.
Under 2 minutes to play here at Wildcat Stadium. 1st and 10 for the Volunteers. Wideouts each side of the field. Throws it back to number 14. Complete, hit quickly and brought down at the 48-yard line, but a penalty flag at the 49 of the Wildcats.
That was good defense by the Cats. I didn't know if they were trying to set up a double pass. Let's see what they call it, is holding against the Volunteers.
Coach and Scott, somebody missed out on a flag sponsorship tonight, didn't they?
They certainly did that. We may be setting a record tonight.
Time of possession favors the officials by a 2-1 margin.
Wow. First down from the 38-yard line. 1:47 to go in the ball game. And now we're moving the ball once again. That new math has been a problem this year, hasn't it? And with a certified math teacher, please report to the field. I don't know, Coach. It's 2nd and long now. The penalty assessed is back at the 37.
I'm not sure what coach is looking at.
And I believe Coach is questioning the down marker, saying first down.
It's 8th down right now.
Should be 2nd down, shouldn't it?
And with official timeout on the field, you're listening to Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's on TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. 147. If you own the ball game, Enterprise up 22-14. Citizens Bank scoreboard bringing you the scores of each game. And we're ready for play from the 38. Quarterback throws downfield, has a man open, incomplete.
Yeah, again, the pressure we're putting on the quarterback.
And no flags, Coach, I don't think.
Well, no, we haven't seen one yet. I'm not going to hold my breath, but the pressure on the quarterback, he's having to get rid of it and made an errant throw. Good coverage down the field. They had first down up there.
And it is 2nd down. I'm scared to look anymore. 2nd down for the Vols at the 38-yard line. Clock stopped with 1:42 to go. Ford looks right, throws right, complete to number 14, tackled quickly and kept in bounds at the 46.
Yeah, that was Jalen Webster from his safety position made that play.
Yeah, with a timeout on the field, Enterprise Wildcats leading 22-14 over the Volunteers. 1:29 to go in the ball game. You're listening to Enterprise High School football on Friday Night Blitz, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Back at Wildcat Stadium, 1:29 to go in the ball game. Wildcats leading 22-14. Jeff Davis Volunteers. Third down for the Volunteers. Line of scrimmage to 45. They need to get out to the Wildcat 41. Quarterback drops back, gets pressure, rolls to the left side. Throws out in the flats, number 4. Hit quickly and brought down. Big hit that time by the Wildcats.
Yeah, I believe that was L.C. Leonard. He sized him up, and I'm telling you what, it was a clean hit, but it was a very hard one.
Stop by L.C. Reynolds. Leonard on the stop. Brings a 4th down.
Fourth down for the Volunteers as balls are brought in. 1:18 to go in the ball game. Wildcats up 22-14. Trips out to the near side of the field. Single wide out to the far side of the field. Chase Ford, the quarterback for the Volunteers, back at his 40, drops back, gets pressure, rolls to the left side, brought down at the 30-yard line, and the Wildcats take over first and 10 with 1:08 to go in this ball game.
Yeah, what great pressure. That was Robert Ellis that made that play, had good coverage down the field. They tried a little switch route across the way, and we picked it up very well. Jackson Darlington came off the inside guy and took the wheel route, and the quarterback, he didn't have anywhere to go but down.
.104 to go in the ball game. Wildcats up 22-14 coming on the field. Darlington up under center for the Wildcats. Takes the snap. Hands it off to, I believe it was Magwood, and he stopped at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, we tried that little fullback trap with Larry Magwood and out of the I formation, but Jeff Davis obviously looking for that play.
Yeah, but timeout on the field called by the Jeff Davis Volunteers. Wildcats up 22-14 with 57 seconds to go in this ball game. You're listening to Friday Night Blitz and Wildcat football, brought to you by McDonald's on TC2 Scenic Sports Networks. Back at Wildcat Stadium, 2nd and 9 for the Cats from the 31. 57 seconds to go in the ball game, leading 22-14. Darlington takes the snap, takes a knee. And one more time should do it for the Wildcats. With under 40 seconds to go in the ball game, play clock at 25. And the Wildcats take a knee one more time. And that's going to do it. The Enterprise High School Wildcats have defeated the Jeff Davis Volunteers 22-14 here at Wildcat Stadium. And that should advance the Wildcats to the first round. Once again, reminding everyone that Enterprise travels to Theodore next week. Be on Weeble 101 as well as live stream TV. And again, I want to thank all of our sponsors Our touchdown sponsors, sponsored by Premier Dodge, Jeep Ram of Troy. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Also the Red Zone with Watson Glass of Enterprise and Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy of Troy. Citizens Bank scoreboard bringing you the scores throughout the night. Also the Enterprise Ledger for our first down. And Troy Cable for joining us tonight to take it to their customers, as well as Scenic Cable in the Enterprise Dothan area. Once again, your final score here at Wildcat Stadium. Enterprise 22, the Jeff Davis Volunteers 14. We'll come back in a few minutes to wrap it up with Ricky Adams, the Coldwell Banker Prestige Homes and Real Estate post-game show. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the TC2 Scenic Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.